Hey guys, Mr. and Mrs. Flashback here for another video starting off the week. It's Monday. It's Monday.
It's been a long day already. If you're new, this is Linda. I'm Cameron. We're going to go over what's sold in our online store today. These are items we got on places like garage sales and thrift stores and state sales, and we sell them on places like Mercari, eBay, Poshmark, and Depop. If you're watching this video and you're new, you'll actually see 4 clips here, one from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of our sales for the first part of the week. And then another video will do the weekend sales. Just to give you an idea of what we're selling in our online business to make some money online. Some items to keep an eye out for, probably some to avoid as well, as there's always stuff that sells that's like, that wasn't that good. So Linda will go over the numbers first, and then we'll show you the items.
So we actually had 13 sales across 2 of our platforms today for $5.15. So we finally broke the streak of bad Mondays.
Yeah, today was a good day. There's one big item here that's a little big in size and the largest selling one, so that was cool, but kind of like a good little bread and butter mix for the rest of the stuff. Our first item we don't actually have because we already packed it.
The first item is a Chargers jersey. It's number 28, Melvin Gordon. It's a Nike jersey, size medium, and that did sell for $23 plus buyer paid shipping.
Yeah, and that was an item that was from a $40 or $60 lot of jerseys and kind of sports stuff we got from one of my sources. And Melvin Gordon doesn't even play for the team anymore, if I remember correctly. So not even like a super desirable jersey, but it's still sold.
And that was on Depop.
On Depop, yeah.
And then starting us out on eBay, we have a VHS. This is Glam Rock Volume 1. Sold for $15 and some change.
On the VHS is always good.
Then a $700 manual buy, an 03 Honda Accord ETM for $22.50. Then we have a PlayStation Vita case. Just the case is Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. So that's for the PS Vita, which is a rare system. You don't really find these games out in the wild.
Yeah, it's like a little handheld. You rarely find PS Vita stuff. I found 2 PS Vitas that I bought.
Their games are even small.
They're kind of like Switch games.
They're smaller than Switch games.
Yeah, but they sell pretty well, even cases, because this sold for
$15
just for the case.
Then from Savers, picked up this 1995 Yomega Fireball. It's a yo-yo, and that sold for $17 shipped.
Pretty good, huh? This was in one of those little bags.
Yo-yo.
It was in one of those bags. I bought this and that little pizza game we sold the other day for like $4. I love those bags at Savers because sometimes you get a bunch of like odds and ends in there. You find one thing you want, but you end up getting a couple other things. You can make some money.
So much better. Next up, a pair of Skechers. These are light gray suede wedges, sandal wedges. They're super cute, and those did sell for $35 and some change. They even have the plastic that holds up the shoe still in there. So.
I think they were $4 or $5. So.
Then a Canon PowerShot 800, 10 megapixels. This camera actually sells really good for anywhere from $50 to $65. I had somebody message me and go, hey, you know, can I get it for $50? And I said, hey, sorry, not gonna happen because of the market. And he said, okay, fine, I'll take it. Can I still get that 5% discount? And I said, yes, you can. So he paid $57 shipped.
There are a couple little marks here. Probably would have got a little more. You probably could get almost like 65 if it's in really good shape. But it took a little bit less. It does work beautifully though.
And that's without any of like the extra pieces, because there are some that come with like the extra pieces.
But this one this is a great one because if you buy it, it's just AA batteries.
So
some of them have their own batteries, and you have to either get a charger for them, or if they have a charger, great. But we usually buy a charger because it helps sell a little quicker, and then you get less returns because it works when they get in and all that. So.
Then the big boy. This is a vintage Pink Panther 1995 golf club bag. It is rare. It's unique. It is by United Artists Pictures, and it is damaged.
It's even kind of like sticky a little bit, like the leather, just from being like old and probably. It's like not in the best shape, but. I bought a bunch of clubs with it for like $12 or something like that in the garage sale. And I bought them for the clubs. And the guy's like, you should take the bag. This is so cool. And I thought I might be able to clean it up a little bit, but it just didn't.
Yeah, it doesn't really clean up. And the leather is literally like in chunks, like coming off in chunks in certain areas.
If I can see that. Right there's a chunk. And then down
down there, right by the Pink Panther logo.
But I couldn't find anything like this. So I did buy it. And I listed it, and it sat for a while, but it sold today on the best offer of
$135.
But it's going
shipped.
to Virginia.
Ew.
So shipping will be a lot, but I don't really have anything in it because I bought it for the clubs that were inside of it, so it's basically free. I'm just hoping it doesn't come back. And I did put that it's in poor condition. Like, I'm hoping someone isn't trying to use this. I'm hoping they're just trying to like display it, like maybe on like a golf place or something, like, or if they like Pink Panther maybe. Like, I really don't. If someone tries to use it, it's just gonna get worse shape. That's the problem. So
yeah, it's not gonna last.
it's just gonna keep falling apart. So we're praying there's no issues with that one.
Next up, Mythbusters Collection 1 DVD set sold for $9 and some change.
I used to watch that show a lot.
Yeah. Then we got a lot of Creedence Clearwater Revival CDs, 3-pack out of our one of our CD 25 buys, and that 3-pack did sell for $17 shipped.
I like doing little CD lots, especially on bands that people are looking for, listen to their music of. You can make some money. $16 for 3 CDs is pretty good.
Nice. Then we got an awesome club, not to be matched with yesterday's club, but this club is a tailor-made M4 15-degree 3 fairway wood. It's a regular flex, and it did sell for $76.50 shipped.
I don't know where I got it from.
The top is pretty scratched up, so you can tell it was definitely used, but still held a pretty good value. Next up, pencils. This is a lot of 5 green pencils by Harrods. They're an advertisement pencil, and those did sell for...
I don't know what Harrods is. I know there's Harris Casino. I don't know what Harrods is, but maybe it's just a brand. Who knows?
I don't know. Harrods. It sounds familiar, though. But those did sell for $21 shipped for 5 pencils, guys.
So I don't know what they are, but I did sell them. Then
last but not least, we got this Cloud Bee Monkey. It's a Soothing Sounds plush. It does monkey chatter, peaceful waterfall, gentle stream, and sleep lullaby.
The ones like you put in the crib, I think, to help your baby sleep or whatever.
Yeah. I think they probably don't make them as much anymore because of everybody's fear of putting everything into the crib, but they still have some out there.
This one was...
Oh, and they have different ones. That's cute. They have a turtle, a ladybug, a giraffe snug rug, and a octopus. Those are adorable. But yeah, so that guy did sell for...
I think this was $7.99 at their store, something like that.
And he sold for $37.50 shipped.
But he was basically new, just damaged box.
Yeah, the box is no good.
That's all we got. Great day for starting off the week. Hopefully a lot of cool stuff to show you. Definitely some stuff I think you could find out there. Obviously the cameras are really probably the surprise of the year, of last year and into this year, are the digital cameras. They're just going crazy. So if you can find them, buy them. Buy them cheap, list them, you'll make some money. We'll see you in a second with what sells on Tuesday. Back with sales for
Wednesday.
We didn't do Tuesday, so if you're good at your days of the week, you notice we missed one. Yesterday was very slow. How did we do?
Yesterday?
Take a guess.
Oh.
You know how many items there were?
There was 2 items, and I think
we sold a pair of Keen shoes for, I think, $60, $59, something like that. Around $60 for the Keens. And then we sold a Bad Bunny record, which is a newer vinyl, for like $57. That should be pretty close to accurate. 60 and 54, sorry. So that's $100 and something we sold in 2 items, which is good, average sale price, but very slow day, not a lot of activity. Didn't do the video. I packed them up already and shipped them out. Now we're on to Wednesday, though. It's a new day with new opportunities. How did we do?
We actually did so great that we made up for yesterday, which is awesome. We did 15 sales across 2 of our platforms for just over $800.
Wow. Crazy how the tides can turn. Better day for sure. We're happy about it. Let's get into it though. Plus we sold something on 2 platforms, which is always cool.
And to start off on that other platform is Mercari. This one's pretty cool. This is a Disney item. This is a 2022 Disney Parks Snow White Heart Box.
So this is the box, and there's a little
with the coasters.
Yeah. What are they? Poison apples?
The poison apple coasters.
And they're just made of wood.
It's just wood, but they fit inside the heart box, and then that's your display piece that you can use.
It actually looks pretty nice.
It is really cool.
Like if you were a Snow White or Disney person. I got this at a thrift store, I think, for $15 though, but I couldn't pass it up because I thought it was too cool. Plus, my wife likes villains, so usually I'm drawn to villain stuff, and villain stuff a lot of times has more value than the hero or the princess stuff. So. Paid $15. This was originally $45. We sold it on Mercari for
$49, and buyer paid shipping.
And that was an offer. I had it at $55, I think, or something. And they basically, I think, wanted free shipping essentially. Yeah. So, which I'm okay with because it's on eBay for like that. So, very cool. Happy to see that one go. Only took about a month maybe to sell. Pretty good. Next.
Then we go over to eBay, and our first item is a Magnavox, the VCR DVD combo player. This is one of the ones to look out for. Those of you taking notes, it's DV220MW9, and that one is tested and working with the remote.
Aftermarket remote, but does work the unit.
Aftermarket, sold for $120 shipped to a repeat buyer.
I think a drop shipper probably.
Probably.
The remote was $10 on eBay, the Magnavox remotes are very, very cheap. Usually like $9, $10, $11. You can the replacement aftermarket ones. They're brand new, not official, but I sell them all the time with the aftermarket ones without issue.
Yep.
Same with Sony ones. A lot of the Sony ones we buy are aftermarket, and I don't usually have an issue with returns or anything. I will say it again, selling VCRs with the remote, it's worth the purchase. We sell them way faster than I sell them without it. So just keep that in mind.
Then some more lag screws. We have an entire box of them, turns out. And so we're selling them in 2 packs. They're the 1/2 inch by 1.5 inch.
Pretty thick.
Black powder coated
Girthy.
steel. And those did sell for just under $21 shipped.
I think I spent 10 or something on 15 in the whole box. I don't know how many we got in there, but it's a case of them.
Yeah.
So I think that's our 3rd one to sell, 4th one to sell. Next.
Then we got a Bible. This is the Holy Bible, Old and New Testament, the ultra thin reference version.
It's pretty thin.
And that sold for 17 and some change.
That was a couple bucks.
Then we've got a Lionel CW80 transformer. This is the 80-watt one. It does not work. And
it is junkage.
yeah, it's sold.
We had one the other day that we sold 3 of these. One perfect condition, sold it for like $90, $80. Had one that I dropped. And it would have worked fine, but it had damage now. Sold it for parts for, I think, $40. This one I got in another Lionel buy, and it just doesn't work. And it's kind of like rusty and rough.
$40.
Yeah, it's for parts. So if you get the working ones, though, with like a nice train, you're parting it out, definitely the Transformer is a good piece to have.
Next up, we got a lot of 33 mixed blank VHS new
There's actually
sealed
some more.
tapes.
I got to get them. They're in a different place.
Was that this one's off to the side?
Yeah, I found them
Gotcha.
later, but I put them in the picture. So
Okay.
here's some of them, different brands.
Yeah. So we have TDK. There is. Let me look for you guys. TDK. There's Craig. What? Maxell. Sony. JVC.
GE, I think.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different ones. 33 of them. And
These are not like the high end like quality ones. These are just kind of standard ones or whatever kind of quality. All sealed, random lot. They were just sitting up there in the death pile. Like, I gotta get rid of these. And they sold for
$80 shipped.
So how many did they sell? 30 something.
33.
Pretty good. So if you can get them for cheap at a garage sale, it's still worth picking up. If you gotta sell them in a big bulk lot, or you gotta have the really high end VHS.
Yes, don't pay a lot for them though.
Because and with free shipping, they're still pretty heavy, and they don't ship media mail. You know, people still do it, but they do not. So if you're gonna you want to get them for like a quarter a sealed VHS or something, maybe 50 cents. You could probably still make money, but even be better for cheaper than that.
Next up, this is a cool one. This is a 1991 Grateful Dead Spring Tour tie-dye shirt. It's got the bear on it with some blocks, and they have different symbols on them and things. And that did sell for $110 shipped out of the Rock Buy.
Yeah, these are all like the band shirts we had. We had a bunch of records and stuff too. We have one bag left of rock and roll stuff. This is one of the better ones we sold out of there for 100 and something bucks.
Nice. Then we got Summer of the Monkeys on DVD, sold for $14 shipped.
Focus on the family, or feature films for families are not a lot of times valuable. There's a couple, like Rigoletto is one that sells well, and this is one that sells well. So you got to look them up if you find them. There are a couple that do well. Most of them, though, not worth much.
Then, while we were on a trip to Palm Springs, we, as resellers, said we can't leave a town we've never been in without going to the thrift store.
I said there's thrift stores here.
And I said, let's go.
She did.
He wouldn't have gone if I didn't say so.
I would not have, because I didn't want to get in trouble.
Exactly.
But we had fun.
So I let him go to the thrift store, and this guy came home with like 3 vacuums.
No, I did not.
Two
I got 2
vacuums.
vacuums, and one of them you stole.
I did steal the one. It's a Hoover carpet cleaner.
There were 2 thrift stores.
Brand new in the box for $25.
Yeah, and I was going to part it out because it's worth way money. But anyways, we got a lot of cool stuff from there. Not a ton of quantity, but a lot of good items. This is one of the first things we listed. It was a, you can tell them what it is.
This is a Kenmore 600 series bagless canister vacuum. This is just the hose. It's the plum purple and gray one, and that did sell for $60 shipped.
We paid $25 for the vacuum. It was the pet bagless Kenmore. A lot of times the canister vacuums have bags, the older ones. The new ones are more like the Dysons that are bagless. So this is a newer one. I've never sold it before, but we spent $25. I don't know if we paid tax. I don't remember. Probably. But either way.
No, we didn't, because you looked at the receipt and you're like, what is wrong with this? We didn't pay taxes in that area.
Like at the Goodwill?
Either that or the Angelview.
I think Angel we did pay tax. I think Goodwill we may have not have.
I don't know. It was weird.
Anyways, 25. We're already in the profit now with this. You know, we'll have a little bit of profit, and I still have the suction canister part to sell. exhaust thing to sell, and some attachments to sell. It did not have the main head nozzle, which is like the big one that goes on the floor. It had a little smaller attachment. I don't know where it was. That goes for about $50. It would have been nice to have it, but still was worth it. Helps pay for the trip. Not all of it.
No.
But our meals were pretty, Linda, they were pretty expensive. So
Your girl likes to be fancy when we're out on
we
our
pretend
dates.
to be somebody that we're not.
Yeah.
But it was fun. A lot of good time. And if I remember to, I'll try to put a picture maybe if Linda has one of some places that we went.
Yeah.
Next
up, Mikasa, one of Karen's new favorites. This is the Stoneware Blue Daisies
good
one.
pattern, by the way. This one sold very well for us.
This
Blue
is a
Daisy.
set of 4 8-inch salad plates, sold for $42.50 shipped.
Very good deal. We have another set of 4 to list as well. I bought the whole
6.
Yeah, but I'll sell a set of 4, then I'll sell a set of 2.
Yeah,
I spent
we did that with the dinner plate.
I said I had $25 in this whole set of garage, so I'll tell this story every time. I was like, I don't even want this, but if it's $25 or less, I'll buy it. I asked the lady, she goes, let me call my mom. And I'm like, okay. Her mom goes, $25 for the whole thing. I'm like, son of a gun, I gotta buy it. And it was like 2 crates full of Blue Daisy stuff, but it has been worth it. It's got me kind of interested in plates and kind of dinnerware and more breakables. You and I were talking, we're doing very well with them, and we're actually, starting to learn a little bit more about which ones. Mikasa, not everyone sells, but there are patterns that people do buy. This Blue Daisy one's done well for us.
The all-white pattern at Costco, not going to sell.
Yeah.
The Blue Daisies, probably going to sell.
But we sold some like Christmas ones from, where was it from? Pier 1. Like 4 Christmas plates for like $90 or $85 that I got at a garage sale for $4, $1 each plate.
Yeah, so when you see those fancy plates, just turn them over.
Yeah.
See what brand it
It
is.
takes a while to learn, but there is some that do sell.
Next up, we got an unmarked cast iron griddle. This is a 10 1/4 inch, marked with an X on the bottom.
Yeah.
Not that it means much, but it could.
X marks something, but I'm not sure what it is.
And that did sell for $40 shipped.
Unmarked cast iron, usually not big sellers. We sold a lot of 3 of small ones that were unmarked, unbranded for $40, but this is a griddle. So these are a little less common. That's why I took the time to list it. So.
And then we have a Ring 1080p video doorbell. This is the wired one, sold for $18 shipped. It's a second generation.
Yeah, and it's just this piece. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
Nothing to it.
Yeah.
Then we got a Minolta Freedom Action Zoom. It's a 35mm camera, sold for $26 and some change.
Very nice.
Then 2 of our vintage Disney license plates sold, the Food Operations one and the Alumni Club one.
When I heard food operations, I thought of Smooth Operator, which is the song. You heard of it?
Yes.
I couldn't stop thinking about it.
Oh boy. And that 2-pack actually did sell for $85 shipped.
Wow, that's pretty good. These were like $3. These are another from the same thrift store I got, oddly enough, a lot of Disney stuff. But yeah, these were great. We sold, I don't know, 5 or 6 of them, and I still have 4 or 5 more.
Choir one. We've had just the California Adventure one.
I think we had 2 choir ones that sold,
Yeah,
and then I had
you're
another
right.
one that sold, and then we had the California Adventure. So yeah, we have 4 or 5 left. They were $3, $3 or $4 each with tax.
These ones are pretty good price.
Same buyer, so that's great.
Next up, a pair of vintage Levi's. These are the 512 size 3 slim, sold for $30 shipped.
Smaller-
Going eBay International.
Yeah, smaller one came from a vintage buyer. I bought a bunch of vintage clothes for $1 a piece, so $1 in those. Is that all we got?
That's it.
So we got a lot to pack up compared to yesterday where we had nothing to pack up, but this is the kind of day we want to have. We want to make money. We want to sell stuff, and this is kind of stuff I feel like you guys could find out there. This is reasonable stuff. It's not just crazy. Maybe the Grateful Dead shirt would be hard to find. It's something that's probably pretty rare, but the rest of it is all stuff you might find out and about and you can make some money on. We'll see you tomorrow with what sells on Thursday. Back with sales for Thursday. How did we do?
Not good. We didn't make goal today, which sucks after a great day yesterday. But we did 10 sales on our main platform, eBay, for $255.
So a little slow today. A little slow. A lot of like lower dollar items. A couple of bigger ones, but mostly though. There's still some time left, so maybe some else will come through. Let's get into it though. First off,
First up, we have this pair of Adidas. These are the Multi-X athletic sneakers. They're women's size 7, sold for $26 and some
I
change.
think those were $2. We have the box, but Linda can ship them whenever she sees fit. Sometimes cheaper to go some other way or whatever. The box is in the listing.
Then we got House of the Dead Overkill for Nintendo Wii, sold for 15 and some change.
This is just the case, a manual.
Oh, just the case. Then we got a genuine Vivitar front lens cap, sold for 8 and some change. Then another Magnavox. This one is a DVD VHS player VCR recorder combo. It is tested with a replacement power cord though. It seems that somebody shortened the length of the actual power cord itself.
I don't know if the cord was broken and they replaced it. It's a really good hookup and everything the way they did it, but I paid $5 for the unit. She said the VCR didn't work. It just needed to be cleaned. I cleaned it up and moved the little sensor and everything was fine. I tested it out. It came with the remote and yeah, so I sold it cheap because it can sell for more money, but because of the cord, and I put that in the listing, title, and description, and it sold to our dropshipper. And then I messaged them and told them the cord is short. They didn't respond, but at least it was addressed multiple times.
Yeah,
so.
And that did sell for $70 shipped.
Mm-hmm.
Then Creative Thinking Journal, the journal by Pilgrim Soul. Please use this journal while you are high. Looks to be new, sold for 14 and some change.
That came in a big bundle of books we had.
Then we got a 2-pack of Strawberry Shortcake Berry Princess table covers. These are going to be vintage ones you probably can't get anymore.
Probably 2000s. Doesn't say. I'm thinking probably mid-2000, like 2004 or 5.
And those did sell for 18 and a half shipped.
They came in a big bundle of supply. I spent $5 like for a whole bag of stuff, and we already sold a bunch of it. So, very cool.
Then we have Sega Dreamcast Interact.
It's
Game Shark CDX?
Yeah, it's a little Game Shark CD. It requires, I think, a little dongle or something, too, to go with the system. But
and that's disc only and sold for $14 shipped. Then we have a pair of Hoka One Aura Recovery slide sandals. They're in this blue and teal and white color and sold for 41 and a half shipped.
Paid 10. I got another pair that's like a brownish green or something pair or something like that. Paid 10 each for them. They should. So I've never seen the Hoka Recovery. I'm assuming maybe for people coming out of a surgery, or maybe if you like your feet are sore or whatever, you put those on and they're more comfortable. I don't know, but
yeah, that's kind of like a Nike slides. You wear them after your workout, I guess, or something. So these are just the Hoka one versions.
Yes, but they were $10 and they sold. I got 2 of them, and I got another pair of Hokas from that lady, so it was a good deal.
Nice. Then we got
crazy.
Municipal Waste, The Art of Partying, sold for $15 shipped.
Kind of a death metal buy we had.
Then last but not least, a genuine Canon PG245 ink cartridge, sold for $18 shipped.
Brand new. That was $1.50.
There you go.
That's all we got, guys. Pretty easy packing day because I'll do the VCR, so they don't have to worry about it. But hopefully I'll have a couple more things come through. If not, luckily we had a pretty strong day on Monday, at least solid. Tuesday was absolute not good. Wednesday was awesome, and then Thursday was not great, but better than Tuesday. So a lot of cool stuff, though. We appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you in the next video with what sells this weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.